The second identifies the manifestation. Both codes must be assigned and sequenced in the order listed. If it's going to be tricky for you, make sure you put down here codes in square brackets, or just put square brackets, can never be principal. Can never be a principal. So that whole thing of coding the manifestation, let's back up. What is the definition of manifestation?
I would think a lot. It's multiples of...
You're kind of on the right track. Something that occurs as a result of, or something that is manifested by.
Yes.
All right. So the diabetic cataract, would that have occurred had the patient not been diabetic? No. So it occurred as a result of the diabetes, didn't it? So that's where the manifestation. So we've got something that occurred as a result of, and then we have the cause. And the book is designed so that we not only, every time we possibly can, we know what the patient has now and we know what caused it. And that's, you'll probably never hear the terms dual classification again. If you will just know what the square brackets are, you will never have that problem. In the tabular list, now that dual classification and what I just said about the diabetic cataract deals with the alphabetic. In the tabular list, you're going to find the use additional codes. All right, now let's take a look at that diabetic cataract. Let's look at 250.5 in your tabular so we can see. I hope you remember what it looked like in the alphabetical. If you don't, take a minute and turn to diabetic cataract. But if you do remember, then go straight to 250.5. And 250.5 tells us a diabetes with an ophthalmic manifestation. Wouldn't a diabetic cataract be ophthalmic? Oh, yeah. It tells us to use additional code to identify manifestation as diabetic cataract, 366.41. So it told you needed the other. All right, now let's look at 366.41 and see what it says. See anything there that's going to be helpful? Code first diabetes. So each one crosses back to the other. So if you miss that, then if I asked you to look up diabetic cataract, you gave me only one code. First of all, I know you didn't know what square brackets looked like when you got to the alphabetic. And then I'd also know that you hadn't looked it up in the tabular, because if you had looked it up in the tabular and read it, you couldn't have missed it, could you?
So why did it give you 249.5 and 250.5? Under the 366.4. So we code both of them?
249.